today we're diving into Google Vids. I like to say that if you know how to build a Google slide deck, you already know 90% of how Google Vids works. It lives right inside your Google Drive, and in this quick walkthrough, we're going to focus strictly on these 4 tools: recording, uploading, templates, and converting slides. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go back to my Google Drive so I can show you where Google Vids lives. I can come here to the New or Create button, and then Google Vids is going to be right here within my suite of Google tools. You'll also find Google Vids in our Google Apps waffle. If I scroll down just a little bit, I can go to Vids here. So either way, you're going to be able to create a new video using those shortcuts. So once I get to Vids, there's 4 ways that I can use Vids. We're going to go through each of these today, but we're going to start with templates first. So when I click on templates, these are similar to Google slide themes where they establish fonts and colors and layout structure, but they are fully customizable. So once I get this into my vid, I'm able to customize it as much as I'd like. So let's just take a look at some of these. And for today, I'm going to work on this one, school policy training. I can select to insert specific themes, or I can insert all scenes. I'll just insert all scenes. Now we're going to take a look at our editor. So along the bottom, we're going to have our timeline. This is going to be similar to what you might see on the left-hand side of a slide deck. Each of these sort of acts as a slide, so you can see all of those there. You can also see that when I hover over each of these, it tells me the duration of the slide. So this one happens to be 5 seconds. If I want to make any of these longer, all I have to do here is just extend that scene. So I'm able to extend scenes easily. And then I can see here how long that video is in its current form. Right underneath that, I will also see a soundtrack. So there is a template library of sounds or music that you can use within Google Vids. And that's all going to be found in this stock area here. So stock is going to give you videos, images, music, stickers, sound effects, GIFs, and so on. I can search for any of these things, or I can browse if I just wanted to browse the music that they have available to me. This is going to be background music then. A few other things that I'm able to do on this timeline here. If I want to delete a slide, I can right click and I can delete it. I can add another scene. I can duplicate it. There's a lot of different things I'm able to do. I can also balance the sound. So once we talk about actually creating a video and maybe adding your own voice over the video, we're able to balance the sound that's happening in the background and then any sound that might be happening in the foreground. So easy for us to do all of these things. And you'll notice that this right-click menu looks very similar to the one that we would see in Google Slides. So very familiar with all of these things. Okay, let's look at editing our content. So I like the content, but obviously this is not what I'm going to be telling my students or giving to my students. So if I just double click in here, similar to what I would in a slideshow, I can delete that and then add my own content. So very easy for me to customize these things. Additionally, I can change the size of this if I want to, move it around the page. Lots of different options there. So we're able to do all the customizing that we need to once we get those templates in there. So it is kind of a nice way to start out with things, just to have that template to begin. Additionally, at the top here, you'll see several different options. Of course, we have all of our text editing options that we've always had in Google Slides. We also can edit the theme, colors, and that kind of stuff within here. And then I can also customize the styles. So in this case, instead of customizing just this blue on just this slide, I can actually go to my styles here and change this blue. Maybe I want it to be like a brighter blue. and click OK, and that actually changed that blue across the entire video. So that's a smarter, not harder way of changing your theme across your entire video. You'll also notice here that we have the text themes. So we're able to change those text themes easily as well. The last one I have here is video size, and this is just going to let me customize if I want to create a square video, portrait video, or landscape, and we'll see those in another area as well. So those are some basic editing things we're able to do. As I mentioned, if I want to add any pictures or stock images, I'm able to easily search for those right within Google Vids. Right above that, I have the option to upload content. So I'm able to upload my own content into my slideshow, whether it's a video or a picture of something. It's also going to pull from my Google Drive. So it's going to be any of that content that lives in my Google Drive. The other options that we have here, we'll talk about record in just a little bit, but we also have captions. This allows us to create more accessible content for our users, whether they're students or parents or whoever. So I can add captions to the content within my slide. Finally, we have text, which we already saw that we are able to add that text and edit it. And we also have some text here that just gives out like a little more style to the text, or we can just add a basic title, subtitle, and body text. After that, we have templates. So if we get this template and we hate it and we want to change it, we're able to change it. We can also insert additional scenes. So if we're like, oh, I like this scene, but I need to add it multiple times, I can insert that scene as well. And then finally, we have shapes down bottom. These are going to be matching the theme already. You can see that here, but they're going to be basic shapes that we're able to use within the slide. So those are some basic editing tools that we have within Google Vids. I'm going to jump out now, and I'm actually going to look at using a slideshow to create a vid, and then we'll talk about a few other things. So I'm going to open up a slideshow that I have here, and there's a few things I want you to see. So you'll see in my slideshow, I've got a bunch of different slides here. I've got pictures and so on, but I also have speaker notes at the bottom of each slide. So this might be like, I'm going to be recording and I need a script. So I'm going to have that speaker note section down there at the bottom. What you'll see in Google Slides now at the right-hand side is you're going to see this convert to video option. If you don't see it, it's also going to be in your file menu, convert to video. So I selected to convert it to a video. It's opening it in Google Vids, and let's see what it looks like. So it brought up all of the slides that I have in that slideshow. Again, I can check or uncheck any of these slides if I don't want to include them. Maybe I don't want to include these image source slides here. And then I'm going to say create draft video. Okay, so it's added all of my slides down at the bottom. What I do notice is it did not add any audio. So I'm able to go into my stock, go to my audio options, and then add a song over this. We'll just pick a random song here, and I'm just going to drag that onto my timeline. So now if I click on this slide, if you remember from the Google Slides version, we had speaker notes, and I specifically said we have those speaker notes and that's going to be helpful. So where did those speaker notes go? So if I come to that current slide and I click record, you're going to see the current scene, and those speaker notes are going to show right within here. And I can adjust them if I want to. I can go to the next scene, and it's going to have those speaker notes as well. If I didn't have speaker notes, that area is just going to be blank, and it's going to give me the option to enter my own script. So it's easy for me to add any content that I want to add it to my own script. From here, I am able to record my slides. So there's a few options with recording. I can record the camera. I can record the camera and the screen, just the screen, or just a voiceover. So I recorded a quick voiceover on my video here. So I've got this little audio clip. I am able to edit the transcript if there's anything that's in there that I misspoke or something like that, I'm able to edit that transcript. And it's also giving me the option here to add styled captions. So it's going to create those captions from this audio clip right here. I can change the sound level as well if I need to do that, which I probably will need to because I have this background music here. I'm going to press play and we're just going to see what happens with it and see if we need to make any adjustments. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here today. Okay, so I can already tell that the background music is very loud and needs to be much softer. So I'm going to say, let's say like 9%. And then go back to the beginning. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here today. As leaders in our district, we frequently navigate shifts in technology, but what we are experiencing. So I'm able to hear that background music just a little bit, but I can really hear that audio recording. So I can kind of do some adjusting here, but it does make it nice that I'm able to separately adjust these and I don't have to worry about doing a whole bunch of fancy editing and all of that kind of stuff. So you can play around with this automatic ducking. So it's gonna like lower the volume of this clip while narrative clips play or whatever, right? So you're able to do that maybe on that background music. I can say, hey, this is gonna be background and this is going to be narrative, okay? And then it just helps you adjust those things automatically. Let's see what that did for us. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here today. As leaders in our district, we frequently navigate shifts in technology, but what we are experiencing right now in artificial intelligence. So what I heard is it kept it pretty muted during that audio recording, and then as soon as the audio recording was done, it turned that music up just a little bit so that the audience are able to hear those things. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the beginning here. Let's look at captions now. So I'm gonna add a styled caption to this audio recording here. And I can see those words pop up. We'll just click through. Thank you for being here today. As leaders in our district, we frequently navigate, and you can see it highlights those words. So I didn't really do a whole lot except record my audio, and it's gonna automatically do those things for me again. So it's just making it really easy to make that content accessible to everyone. All right, last few things that we have here. One of the buttons we have not looked at, and that's in the middle of each of these slides, is this transition one. So we are able to add some transitions here. There's not a whole lot in there, but we are able to add those transitions. So if I select this transition here, and then I can select the duration of that transition if I wanted to change it, make it slower, make it faster, and so on. Once your video is completely ready to go and you are ready to share it with whoever, you can preview the video here by pressing play. But the other nice thing is we share Google Vids the same way we share all other Google content. So if I come up to share here, I'm able to add specific email addresses, or if this is maybe something that I'm going to share with parents, I'm able to add anyone with the link. Now, keep in mind, with all of this, that students will have access to Google Vids as well. So this becomes a really nice editor for your students. So maybe a suggestion would be students are going to be doing an animal research project. So their first task is to create an outline in slides with all their information. So they're going to add their text boxes, maybe they're even going to add some of their pictures, and then they're going to create a Google Vid from it. They can then record themselves on that Google Vid and share it back with you through Google Classroom or Canvas. So there's a lot of different options here for Google Vid and a lot of things that you as the teacher can do. We're really excited to introduce this tool into our suite of tools from Google. Of course, if you have any questions, please reach out to the Connected Learning team. Thanks for watching.